Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Tony's Picks Happy Hour here for Monday, February 23rd, 2026. Hey, if you're new to the Tony's Picks Happy Hour, glad you're joining us here on the Monday as we kickstart the new week. Got Bo with me. We're going to break down small slate. We got a few college basketball games, and then we've got 3 NBA games that we'll get to. But before we do that, as we always do, we get to the cappers. I got Bo with me, so he'll see how his weekend was, and then we'll get to the action here. Small slate here on a Monday, and then we'll get to it. Starting the new week. How you doing,
Yes,
Bo?
sir. Hey, doing good. How you doing today, Rod?
Doing all right. Doing all right. I recovered after we losing shutout the U.S. getting the gold medal game there in
Right,
the
right.
hockey. Bill Hellebuck stole it. Is what basically what he did. Sometimes that's what happens. He gets
Yeah.
the gold hands on his head and steals the show, and that's basically what he did there for Team USA. Got him the win because man, with some of them big saves that he made, whew, this game would have been over. McKinnon missing a wide open net. There's definitely plenty of opportunities that Team Canada wish they had back, but result of it is can't complain about a 3-on-3. You already knew that's what was going on. I know we heard
Mhm.
the rumblings of, oh, 3-on-3. I don't like it, but it is what it is. Everybody knew what we were doing coming into it. I'd rather see 5-on-5 for the gold medal. Play next goal wins that way, not 3-on-3 hockey. But I guess that's new. That's what the Olympic wanted. Excited. It's because they tried to speed up the game. They don't want to see
Right.
3 periods of extra time. Well, us as fans, we want to see 3 periods of extra time. Medal hockey, winner take all. Exactly. Exactly
Right,
like
right.
says
Yeah.
here, who joined us today. Glad they're joining us. 3-on-3 overtime, we don't like it. We want to see 5-on-5. That's traditional
Right.
hockey to decide a gold medal. That's what it is. U.S. is the Blackhawks. There we go. See, somebody loves the Bedard. We're missing Bedard. He could have roofed some of those. Celebrating, he's still young. He missed some. He probably had about 7 shots that he just couldn't get up and over the pad. But
Right.
otherwise, not a bad weekend.
Well, I gotta say, man, I enjoyed the game. We kind of rooted for that. The USA and Canada game. We got it. It was a good game. You know what I'm saying? I was impressed by that Canada game before this one. They came back from down, and that was a crazy, exciting game. So yeah, I really enjoyed Olympic hockey this year, man. So it was a great goal competition, man. So USA, man, got I'm on the other side. So I gotta congratulate all the team that made it. Canada, USA, man. It was a surprising great Winter Olympics, man.
Definitely was a great Winter Olympics. Definitely, we see some shenanigans, and we also seen some.
Mhm.
I think there was I think we had a free for all in the first couple days in the Olympic
Yeah,
Village
what
because
was the lady Broom? What the name of Broom? That lady name?
ran out of
She said
condoms.
she
Ran out of
said
condoms. They had stocked what was it, 3,000 condoms for the Olympic Village, and those got used up in the first 2 days there, Bo.
oh my
I think
God.
they had big orders going on in the Olympic Village. 3,000 condoms that they had
Hey,
lined up, ready
hey.
to go, and it was just like, that's not enough. We need more. But yeah, there you go. Ronald's guy is Larkin.
Hey.
How many condoms was that guy using up in the back there in the Olympic Village? But they loaded in about 10,000 more and got through the Olympic parties. So,
Hey
hey,
man, hey, at least they practice safe sex, right? that's
exactly. Good fun
that's
had by
that's
all in Italy. What's happened in Milano stayed in Milano. So,
yes
shout out the
sir.
Olympics. We'll see you again in 4 years. Looking
Yes
forward to it.
sir. Shout out for
It's been a
sure.
long time. 12 years since we've seen NHL players in the Olympics, and I don't think that'll be the last we see of those. So, looking
Yeah, it was
forward to
awesome.
the rivalry being back. Got to put Russia back in there as well. But hey, we got a nice card to get to here on the Monday. Let's get to it. Let's kick it off. College basketball. We've got we'll split we can split it up in two. We'll do the first 4 we got on the card, which we got Louisville in to take on North Carolina. Big game there. Louisville laying 4 there in that one now, total 162.5. We got Nickel State in to take on Lamar. Lamar laying 3.5. We got Texas A&M Corpus Christi taking on Sela, Southeastern Louisiana. And Southeast Louisiana, a 1.5 point dog in that one. And then we got New Orleans to take on Stephen F. Austin. Anything there in the first 4 college basketball for you?
Man, I really want to take North Carolina with them points, but they've been alternating games. They missing Caleb Wilson, but you got Louisville coming in, winning 6 out of the last 7. Been scoring some points. They done scored like 82 points in the last 5 out of those 7 games. They're 9-5 in the conference. But the thing about Louisville, they shoot a lot of threes. So you really can't cap if they're gonna make them or not. But North Carolina don't give up a lot of threes at home. Oh man, I'm gonna go ahead and just grab the 4 points. Um, I just feel like this is a good spot for them. It's always tough to play against teams when they're at home. They're familiar with each other. I think they'll be able to defend that 3-point shot. So I'm gonna grab on 4 points to Tar Heels. And like we was talking before the show, we seen that line go down, and that New Orleans that 13 and a half went down to 11 and a half. But I'm still gonna grab them points. They don't want 2 in a row. They got some momentum. A lot of times when you take these teams, these big points, you want to look and see if they can shoot threes. They can do that. They shoot a high percentage from the free throw line. I know that Stephen F. Austin been the cream of the crop. Uh, they have not lost a game at home, but I think this many points, you see the line going down. I think it's the reason why. So I'm gonna take that 11 and a half with New Orleans.
Right, I come with you there. Leading New Orleans plus the points there in that one. Stephen F. Austin. We've seen these two teams go at it back and forth, and 4 of the last 5 have been covered by New Orleans. So I'm with you. Grab the points there with New Orleans. Looking at Louisville and North Carolina, I like the under here in this one. I
I'm
expect a
looking at that. Yeah.
slower pace game. It opened 161 and a half. It ticked up to 162 and a half. So we get an extra point. I like the under. I just don't think, I think that's too many points. I think we cruised into about maybe the 150s, maybe in the high 148s. This is where I've got this capped. 162 and a half is just slightly too high for me there in that one. And then that's it for the first blog. I like the New Orleans and I like the under. And I'm with kind of you lean to North Carolina as a dog plus all that points, especially it's up to 4 now. You're getting over
Yeah.
possession with a home team that's hasn't lost at home yet. North
See.
Carolina 15-0 straight up at home, 10-5 against that number. As you said, they're missing one of their star players, but I think the next man up, somebody else gets to shine in that spot. So I would
Yeah.
lean
They
North
they they, they
Carolina.
got it. They got a big 7-footer coming in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
big 7-footer to replace the guy that's coming out.
Yeah.
I think he has himself a half decent game. Like, give me the under in that one.
I
Hey,
like the
that
same.
wraps up the first block. Let's head on over to the second half of the college basketball, where we've got Texas A&M, East Texas A&M, their new name, East Texas A&M, hosting HCU there, Houston Christian. And what's the point? 2.5 there. Texas A&M be laying, and then we got Texas Rio Grande Valley in to take on McNeese. McNeese laying 11.5. We got Incarnate Word in to take on Northwestern State. Northwestern State laying 2.5. And we got good old Mississippi Valley State in to take on Grambling. Grambling laying 16. And then we got Houston in to take on Kansas. Houston laying 2. What do you think late night college basketball?
Ah, I'm looking at that Kansas game. That's the one I like in this slate. Getting Kansas home, man. I think it was up to 2.5, and then came down a little bit. But both teams coming off losses. But I think Houston in a tougher spot in this one. They just played Saturday, lost at home against Arizona, and I think the reason why Houston been losing is because they've been scoring a lot. They've been averaging about 66 points a game. Their last 2 losses, they combined 133 points. So, and going to Fog Allen, man, they got a good coach. Like I said, they're coming off a loss themselves against Cincinnati. They was laying double digits in that game. So you kind of can't look at the bounce back spot for either team. Both of them want to bounce back, but like I said, I just think Houston just ain't shooting the ball well. So I'm gonna grab them points at home, man. With Kansas, I think they get the win. And other game I'm looking at was that Magnetic State. I seen that line going up. I think it's going up for a reason. This is another team that's in that division that's been pretty much money at the house. Uh, I think they'll be able to get the job done. I'm gonna lay that 11 with them.
And from here, and these ones, I like the over in Houston and Kansas. I think we get plenty of enough offense between these two squads that, as you said, both teams looking for a bounce back. Both teams off of some loss. And 138 seems a touch light. I think we get into the 140s. So give me the over Houston, Kansas. Another one I like here in this time block. Yep, give me Incarnate Word. They won the earlier meeting versus Northwestern. It was 68-64 win. They won by 4 points in that one earlier versus Northwestern. Now Northwestern on their home floor laying 2.5. This squad's awful. Northwestern's just been brutal down the stretch. Sure, they picked up their play a little bit defensively, but I still just don't trust this offense enough. And you look at Incarnate Word, fresh off a nice win where they scored over 80 points. And when they do that, they're 8-0 ATS. Northwestern, yes, looking for that revenge spot, as they say, but they just don't revenge anything. 2-18 ATS-wise when they're in that home spot trying to revenge a squad loss from earlier in the season. 2-18, not going to get it done. Give me Incarnate Word, wrong team favorite there. And then Mississippi Valley State, yep, fade them 0-15 on the road. 8-7 ATS-wise, but they've been getting bigger numbers than 16. Grambling's the better squad, not even close. Blowout. I'll take Grambling, lay the 16. Some people are betting Mississippi Valley. Not my money. Not even Bo's money. Not even your money.
No.
Not even your money. I will say I will lay with Grambling. They're the better squad.
Monopoly money. Not even Monopoly money.
Right?
Yes, sir. I like Grambling. I like Grambling too. I agree with that one.
You can't change your mind. Somebody's waffling. Somebody says Incarnate Word in a route, and then they're like, no, now they're gonna get routed. Make up your mind. You don't get to pick two sides here. You said first they were gonna get Incarnate Word in a route, and then now you say they're gonna get routed.
Maybe you're trying to say the same thing twice.
Maybe.
Appreciate the comment, man.
Appreciate the comment there.
Yes, sir. Appreciate.
Hey, that wraps up the college basketball. Happy Monday. Shout out. I know it was a typo. You were just trying to fade me. Don't do it. I'm telling you. Anyways, that wraps up the college basketball. Let's head on over to some NBA action here. 3 games on the card. We got the Spurs taking on the Pistons. Pistons laying 1.5. We got the Sacramento Kings in to take on Memphis. Can they end their 16-game losing streak? Can the Kings taking on Memphis squad 3-game 4-night? That line's coming down. It was 4.5. It's now down to 3 for Memphis. Be laying in that one 3rd-game 4-night spot as well for Memphis. We'll see what happens there. And then we got Utah in to take on the Rockets. 13 is that number. Anything in the NBA for you tonight, Bo?
Man, as much as I hate to do it, I'm gonna go ahead and lay them big points for Houston. They gotta be really upset coming off that loss against New York. They was up. Let New York come back and get the win. They playing Utah. We know how they been doing it. They try not to act like they're tanking, but then they pretty much sit everybody down in that 4th quarter. I already see no marketing in there. So I think at home, man, Houston need to bounce back in a big way. So I think they'll win and cover that 13-point spread. As I know Houston been up and down, but in this spot, I think they'll get it done. I think the 13 points is merited. In that early game, man, San Antonio and Detroit, I'm looking at both sides, man. Both sides coming hot. San Antonio 8 wins in a row, Detroit 5 in a row. Detroit uncovered them 5 games, and they done won in a row. So don't see much value on either side. I think it's gonna be a real close game, but I think it's gonna be a defensive game. The reason why both these teams got 40 wins, it got to be the defensive side. I know that Spurs been giving up more points on average, but I think with Detroit with Isaiah Stewart out, it's not gonna be any too many second chance shots with a Wemby down low. It's kind of gonna be like a playoff atmosphere. I'm looking at so over and under sitting at 232 and a half. I got around about 226, 227. So I like the under in that Spurs Piston game. I just don't see nothing going on with that Kings game, so I'm just gonna pass on that one. Gonna pass on that one, man.
Right? It's just that was a tricky one there. Memphis dealing with a bunch of guys out. As you know, no Morant, no Edie, no Coward, no Clark, Noel Dalma, Anderson now doubtful, Jerome questionable for Memphis. So that doesn't leave a whole lot of guys to be scoring mash up.
Yeah.
Going to be
No,
ripping it
no,
up big. Yeah, Clayton.
yeah. Yep. No Sabonis.
I don't
No
know. Why does it feel
Sabonis.
like
No Levine. I don't know why that line is going down,
I
but
get why. Why does it feel like the Kings are going to end their 16 game losing streak and maybe snag a
I
win over Memphis? But I can't do it. I'm with you. I'll pass on that game. There's just too many numbers to say. Oh,
yeah.
Kings is a road dog of 6 or less this season. They're 0-6 straight up and ATS wise as well. As I said, 0-16 are these Kings. They're also 0-12 versus teams that allow plenty of over 46% field goal shooting like Memphis does. Maybe an
Yeah.
over track meet. These teams don't play defense, but I see this number's dropping. They're expecting an under. Ooh, pass on this game. I'm with you. No,
It's too
can't touch
tricky.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many, too many sides. I'm with you on the
Cause I
under as
was, I
always.
was, I was thinking about the under in that game. Just so many players out. Maybe it might just be sloppy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of missed shots. But like I said, that under's been going down. So it's kind of, I think the books agreeing. But yeah, I think if you do play it, that'll probably be the safer side. That under. I don't know what it went down to so far.
233 is moved down to. It's 233.
Yeah.
So eh, it's a. I'm not rushing to the window to bet that game.
I
The
feel you.
Rockets did me dirty too many times this season. I can't touch them. I would go the other way, as you said. All I need to know is that Markkanen's in. Okay, I know that Utah loves to tank, but they're pretty good for 3 quarters, and then they just kind of take a thon in the fourth.
Mhm.
So, and then do they lose by 13? Not usually. So, I would have to lean to Utah plus the points in that one. They want to lose the game. They don't care if they cover a spread or not. So, I think they keep people happy, cover a spread. Houston gets their win in that one. I think it's a 9-10 point win for Houston in that one. And then I'm with you. I like the under here. Pistons and Spurs. I think this is one of those defensive battles. I'm going to take the under in the first half. I think it's a slow start.
Mhm.
It's going to feel like a playoff atmosphere. A couple of the hottest teams to start this year in the NBA. So even the under in the first half, Spurs and Pistons. Hey, that wraps up the card here for Monday. Small card, as we said. We'll get some hockey back later in the week on Thursday. We'll throw that into the mix. So we'll add another sport into the mix. And hey, bigger slate on college basketball tomorrow. Looking forward to that one as well. But hey, it brings us to the parlay player prop game in the future. Leave it up at the capper to the side. And then I'll let you know what he's got going over at Tony's Picks. Because over at Tony'sPicks.com, that's where you can find our best bets. And premium picks are over at Tony's Picks. Hey, what do you
Yeah.
got for us tonight?
Yeah, man. Let's go ahead and keep that under in there, under 232.5 in that Detroit San Antonio game. And I'm going to go ahead and take them 4 points with North Carolina. And give me Kansas, the Kansas Jayhawks, plus that 1.5 for my 3-team parlay for today.
Nice, nice. What do you got going over at Tony's Picks today?
Right now, I just got 2 plays up. I'm looking at this one game. Most likely, I'm going to add it. So we got a 3 pack. My $19 players up there as well. So yeah, man, go ahead and get with your boy, man, and say that 15% by using that code Tony T. Like we always say, guys, that 2-for-1 special. You know what I'm saying? That's a great option over there on Tony's Picks. You can also, guys, get some long term. They'll get that 3 day, 7 day, or even that year, guys. That'll really give you all the play you put out. You get them, you get the line. The game soon we put them out, they get emailed to you. So you get that great line. So instead of having to do it for every day, so that's a great option. And also, guys, I will be putting up a March Madness packet up pretty soon. It's gonna run all the way until April 6th to the championship game. So still putting it together, but it should be up in a couple more days. So yeah, you can check it out, man. Get the winners, Tony'sPicks.com.
Nice, nice. Definitely. Yep. Head over to Tony'sPicks.com. Take advantage. 2-for-1 Cabot promotional. Can't go wrong with that. Pair me and Bo up and have yourself a wonderful week this week. For me
Sure.
over there, one play, absolutely love it. It's my NBA play of the week. My best bet. NBA don't have a lot of NBA plays. I'm not the big high volume NBA guy for sure. But when I do find that spot, it's been making us money over the last month. 4-2 on that best bet. And it's definitely been making us money all season long has been that best bet in the NBA. And that's what I got the line. One best bet in the NBA action. Head on over, scoop that up. Let's start the week strong. My solo play over at Tony's Picks. Parlay for you. Let's go to the college basketball parlay up 3 I got for you. We're going to take New Orleans, grab the points. We're going to take Grambling, lay the points over Mississippi Valley State. And then word up! Give me Incarnate Word. Sorry there, Lex. Northwestern State sucks. Take Incarnate Word. Throw them into your parlay as well. 3-teamer.
I'm in there.
On the college basketball slate. But hey, that wraps it up for Monday. Appreciate everybody that joins us. Cal Dog. Rigged Vibrations. Rigged Vibrations says your rules in the house. Is that your rule? Your rules in the house. Woo! Happy Monday to Richard Lockhart. And, Lex joining us as well. Definitely. So, hey, shout out to everybody that joins us here. Kevin in the chat as well. Cal Dog as well. Agree. Ron Hahn joining us as
what
well.
Up, Kev? What up, Ron?
Mr. Westers
what up with the whole chat? What up with the whole chat, man? Salute to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for dropping in, capping these games, man. Make sure to put them plays, man. Y'all got some plays, put some analysis in there, man. We can win some cash together. You know what I'm saying? That'll really, get the channel going a little bit, man. Get them analysis in there. Let us know, who y'all like and a little reason why, man. That way we can win this cash together. So salute to the chat.
Duran under half a block. He's not going to block nothing. He ain't jumping up to get in the way of anything. Go Kevin Durant. Richard Holocaust loves blocks under half a block. Hey, I took Green the other day on the Warriors for no steals. He doesn't steal anything anymore. He doesn't play that type of defense. He doesn't want to get in the way or even attempt to get himself hurt. So he just doesn't steal the ball like he used to. So he gets the odd one every 5 games, maybe one every 6 games at best. So definitely, I don't mind that one.
Might be a good night for some Wemby props too.
Right?
They've been cashing overs. Got a good good matchup tonight with no Isaiah Stewart. So that down low gonna be kind of available for him. So you might want to look at his points over, maybe even his threes. I think his threes 1.5. He been catching that too. So the boy been getting off. So you might want to drop a little Wimby in there on some of his overs.
Definitely. Hey, thanks everybody. Have yourself a wonderful Monday. Take care. Be sure to look ahead. Outsiders coming up with a look ahead show in a couple hours. And then we'll follow that up with Ramon and the Night Moves show. So definitely shout out to everybody. And hey, go check out the YouTube content we got because you'll see some of the other cameras that you don't see here. Bo does a content piece. Chris has the hit list in the NBA. He'll also be back with the hit list in hockey come Thursday. Check that out as well. Who else was in there? I think I see Kevin Thomas on there shooting a video. I think we were short in there yesterday as well. So definitely go check out all the YouTube content we got. We got you covered on just about every game on the board. So definitely go check out some analysis over there on all these games. But shout out everybody.
Shout out. That's a great show, man. Always a pleasure, man, to come in and chop with you, right, man. Great plays for the day. Look at a couple of spots, man. We can make some money. So let's get this cash today, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. We'll see you guys tomorrow, man. 4 p.m. Central, 4:15 Central, 5:15 p.m. East. Right on the happy hour show, man. Appreciate everybody.
Back at the happy hour. Take care, everybody. See you again soon.
Peace.